Hopefully we're live. Okay, well, I'm assuming I'm live. I realise it's early in the morning. Happy bank holiday weekend. Before I start, I just want to quickly... first of all, the first thing I want to do is apologise for the horrific turbojet engine that is my PS4. This thing is damn near dead. Like, I'm amazed this thing is still alive. Anyway, yeah, so before I start, every single person who has ever played anything has got a pile of shame, i.e. a bunch of games that you have bought but not necessarily played. My pile of shame is disgusting, like genuinely abhorrent. I mean, the list of games that I have bought but haven't played include but aren't limited to The Witcher 3 Game of the Year Edition, Dragon Age Inquisition Game of the Year Edition, Stardew Valley, most of the Yakuza games, Metal Gear Solid 5. What else have I bought? I've bought loads of stuff, usually when it's on sale, and then never touched it. Absolutely abhorrent. I am not the person to say, I've got nothing to play. Like, that guy ain't me. However, even though that guy ain't me, why the hell have I subjected myself to not just a few minutes, but over, I'm going to say 10 hours, maybe even 12 hours of Homefront the Revolution? This game is genuinely awful. It is one of the worst games I have ever played. I mean, it's awful, genuinely terrible. Why on earth have I played this for as long as I have? Put plainly, it's quite simple. So, I recently streamed, well, I say recently, last year, I streamed a game called Tanglewood, and it was made by one guy for the Sega Mega Drive. You play as a little fox, it's like a puzzle game. So, at the time, I thought, oh my god, this game is amazing, and it is genuinely amazing. Built on genuine Mega Drive dev kits, and put out, and it works, it's great. You can buy it on Steam, it costs around about 13 quid, Tanglewood. It's a puzzle game, very similar to like Pugsy or something like that, 16-bit. If you buy it on Steam, you get the .bin file, which you can run on basically any emulator. So I did. I was like, yep, I'll have that. Got myself a copy of Tanglewood, play it on an emulator, a .bin file. Absolutely brilliant. The one, like, I like this game so much, and I'm such an advocate for this game. I talk about it to anyone that will listen. I looked up the guy that made it. The guy that made it is a man called Matt Phillips. Now, this guy's got some programming chops, so I'm like, okay, I'll look up his other stuff, thinking he's like an indie dev. The guy has worked exclusively on what seems to be like AAA stuff. And I was looking down his resume, and there's a lot of pretty cool stuff on there. But the one thing that stood out was when it said TimeSplitters 2. And I'm like, okay, TimeSplitters 2, cool. Like, one of my favourite games of all time. And then it said TimeSplitters 2, PS4. And I'm like, TimeSplitters 2 never got ported to the PS4. As far as I'm aware, maybe it did. Maybe I've just missed it. Like, I completely missed Flashback. Flashback came out at the end of 2018. I completely missed it. Because it came out around Red Dead 2. So I, completely missed it. So I'm like, maybe TimeSplitters 2 did come out. And I completely missed it. And I'm like, I need to play this game. And TimeSplitters 2 didn't get ported to the PS4. TimeSplitters 2 never got ported anywhere. It got ported sideways. So it was like PS2, GameCube, and original, like, OG Xbox. I don't think it got I definitely didn't get a PS3. Didn't go to PC. Didn't go anywhere, as far as I'm aware. Like, it's strictly those three machines, and I have all three copies. Like, I have it on all three of those machines. I love TimeSplitters 2. Turns out, Matt Phillips ported the game as a mini-game in Homefront the Revolution. So if you want to play TimeSplitters 2 on the PS4, there's a version of it inside Homefront the Revolution. Now, be aware you do have to put in at least like 8, maybe 10, maybe even 12, depending on how much you rush it, hours into Homefront the Revolution, and God help you if you do. It is abysmal, but by all accounts, there is a version. I know it's not the full version of TimeSplitters 2. It's just a kind of like a tech demo version of TimeSplitters 2. But it's there, by all accounts. So I'm going to have a look. Alright, let's start this thing up. So yeah, let me give you a quick summary of my my Homefront 2 experience. Homefront 1, I played Homefront 1, only the multiplayer. Never played the single player. I couldn't tell you what it's like. All I can tell you is that Homefront 2 is the sequel nobody asked for to a game that nobody liked. Like, it's like Homefront 1 is essentially meme fodder. You know what I mean? Like, press X to hide in pile of dead bodies. Like, that's all most people know about it. Like, North Korea invades. Great concept, but horrifically wasted. Multiplayer, I played for a couple of days. It was okay. Like, it was fine. Nothing to write home about. And I bought this copy here on the PS4 for, I think it was £4. It might have been £5 because I bought it with a bunch of other stuff. But between £4 and £5, I paid for this. It is in mint condition. Because the guy that had it before me, or the girl that had it before me, never played it. And I found out why. This game is abysmal. For a number of reasons. The voice acting, bad. The lip syncing isn't any. The animations, specifically the walking animations, basically random. So if you have an NPC that needs to go from point A to point B, the animation they use to get there isn't as important as getting there. So the character will move from A to B, but they might be in a walking animation, they might be in a sitting animation, they might be in a T-pose, they might be lying down. The spawning for this game is insane. Things spawn in at different times, which isn't, you know, uncommon for games. But a character's head might spawn in a clear 10 seconds before the rest of their body, or they might spawn sitting in the air, or they might spawn half in and out the floor. Again, texture popping, that's pretty common. What isn't common is bits of things spawning in, like, for example, heads, legs, arms, things like that. Texture popping, A-okay, no problem with that. That's just part of the game. So yeah, overly not impressed with this. It's shockingly bad on pretty much every conceivable level. The little things like you can't open the phone, which is your map, if you're on a bike, because they didn't know how to animate you looking at the map without using your hands. Because your hand is on the throttle and the gear change, you can't pull your phone out, which means you can't see a map. So every time you want to look at where you're going, you have to get off the bike. If you drop a waypoint anywhere in the world, and then you die or complete a quest or something like that, that waypoint is gone. However, if you set a waypoint and go to that waypoint, it doesn't disappear. So that waypoint is now just permanently on your screen. The weapon selection, while ultimately very cool, like for example, I can pull this gun out, and if I want to change parts of this gun, because this is the Crisis guys, I can just hold up, and I can swap it out, and I can make, you know, other guns out of this gun, and I can change over parts. That's really cool. The only problem is, you have to wait for this animation to play out before you can do that. which when you're converting the entire gun takes forever. Yeah, it's not cool. This is not a cool game. The targeting system as well. I can hit a guy from a mile away by looking down sights, but if I want to hit this bus from this distance, it's basically a dice roll. Like, I've shot at someone from that distance and hit nothing. This game is... Ooh, this game is bad. Also, the colours that you're looking at on screen right now, that's basically your lot. Like, I know it's nighttime, but, I mean, if you like grey, this is the game for you. I mean, you see a lot of grey. I get it, dystopian future. I understand, dystopian future. But still, boy, there's a lot of grey. Oh yeah, this guy, he saw me, so now I'm just gonna stab him in the neck. If you want to get away from enemies that are chasing you, basically you hide in a bin. We're there. This is what we're dealing with, hiding in a bin. And then the enemies just kind of forget you ever existed and disappear. It's like Metal Gear 1 levels, not very good. Anyway, so my man Matt Phillips has ported one of my favourite games of all time to this game, which is definitely not one of my most favourite games of all time. Oh my goodness. Right, where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? Am I even wanted anymore? Probably not, right? It's really hard to tell whether they're... Oh, let's put that gun away. It's really hard to tell whether I'm wanted or not. It's kind of hard to tell anything. Have I got a... Yep, now the door is there. Okay, so after about 10 hours, you come to this level.
The KPA keep everyone in, and the inmates police themselves.
Yep.
Small set up his operation there as it's a Nork no-go zone.
Okay. Right. The script as well. Boy, some of these lines in this script sound like they were written by a really, like a 12-year-old that was like super angry at his parents. Like, that's the level of writing in this game. For a game that is essentially just, you know, Red Dawn, I didn't think it was possible to make it this bad. So, running around, you're kind of like scavenging, looting, crafting, if you want to call it that. And like I say, you get to this sort of prison level. Let's pull out the torch. Torch?
Brady.
No?
The safe house isn't just going to be out.
No torch.
Look for symbols or hidden access points.
Well, I'll tell you what I have found. I found this arcade machine here, which, if you look closely, like very closely, has the box art for TimeSplitters 2 on the side. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then up the top, you can just see TimeSplitters, like the logo TimeSplitters there. And then on the side, oh, where is it? On the front here, Time to Split. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. I'll do that. Press X to use. Matt Phillips, there you go. So, my man Matt Phillips, who made Tanglewood, a game for the Mega Drive, in 2018, and put it out, and it's really good. Like, seriously, play that game. Also ported TimeSplitters 2, one of my other favourite games of all time, to one of the worst games of all time. Like, Matt, seriously, thank you. So yeah, you don't... Right, okay. Like I say, it's an incredibly abridged version of TimeSplitters 2. This is not the full game. However, it's got 2 missions. They're not the best missions, but look at this. So, why did I do it? I have 3 copies of TimeSplitters 2 on 3 different systems. Why on earth did I play through all this just to see TimeSplitters 2, which I already have and played to death? Well, I've never seen TimeSplitters 2 running in 1080p. Now, Granted, I'm streaming in 720p, but if you got a copy of this and you look it up, in 1080p, TimeSplitters 2 looks real nice. Like, 1080p at 60-ish frames a second looks real good. I would highly recommend looking at it. Now, when they ported it over, all the 3D stuff is in super high res. All the 2D stuff is literally just PlayStation 2 2D assets. Like, there's not a lot you can do about that. They look rough as hell. However, the 3D stuff looks gorgeous. And when I like try and stream PS2, because I've streamed TimeSplitters 2, the capture software that I have really doesn't like the PS2. This, on the other hand, it seems to love, as far as I'm aware. I'm like, hopefully it's not munching the audio. But yeah, TimeSplitters 2 on the PS4. Like, you have to earn it, but once you're there, I mean, look at it. Like, you're not seeing what I'm seeing it in 1080p. This looks gorgeous. It's even got like the PS2 was famous for its like motion blur, because the motion blur, you know, at a hardware level disguised some of its shortcomings. So people like Free Radical tended to not abuse it, but they used it very liberally, and it's ported over brilliantly into this. Like, it's not super noticeable, and it's not, you know, overwhelming. So yeah, for those that don't know, Free Radical was made up by the guys who were at Rare, so they spent years making Nintendo stuff, and then from Nintendo they split off after Perfect Dark, and went from Perfect Dark. They left Nintendo to do their own thing, formed a new company called, well, most of them formed a new company called Free Radical. Free Radical made TimeSplitters 1, TimeSplitters 2, Future Perfect, so on and so forth. And then they were bought up by who bought them after that? I think it was THQ, and then the Crisis. They were formed into like what were they formed into? They were formed into something to do with THQ, and then THQ got bought by Deep Silver. So now technically, this is now owned by Deep Silver, who put out Homefront and Homefront 2, because Homefront 1 was THQ. Look, it's messy, alright? It's very, very messy. However, let's just get into some TimeSplitters 2. So as far as I'm aware, there's no multiplayer, which again sucks, but for a proof of concept of a PS2 game running in 1080 on a PS4, which again, there's loads of those as well, but not this one. Like, this is what I want. I know there's like TimeSplitter 2 fan projects and whatnot, but it's here. The emulator's here. The emulator is already running on PS4. It's already done. Like, your man Matt Phillips has hooked you up.
We shouldn't be in the research center without security clearance.
It almost seems like this was done on the quiet, and kind of at the 11th hour said, you know what, lads, should we maybe put in that TimeSplitters 2 proof of concept we knocked up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, THQ have put the kibosh on it, but we have it. It's on a hard drive somewhere. Maybe we should just throw it in there. Now, that's pure speculation, but why would you have 2 levels of TimeSplitters 2 ported across to the PS4? For fun? That seems like a lot of work for fun. Oh god, TimeSplitters, so good. Free Radical also made, what was that game? Second Sight, which I've bought a copy of and is also very good. It's a game based on telekinesis and, oh, brilliant. Like, Matt Phillips, please, if you're listening to this, I appreciate pretty much all your work. This needs to be a thing. Like, licensing, I understand licensing is a nightmare. But as a proof of concept, this is basically what everyone's been asking for. I understand licensing, massive headache. But just these 2 demos is just such a tease. It's all there as well. The music's there. The controls, like the weird janky aiming is there. It's all there. And I'll hasten to add, that's not the only thing that's there as well. Alright, so I'm gonna now split into this girl. So they also ported across the little controller here, which again works on that little joystick, so you can see the joystick move. Here's the thing. TimeSplitters. In fact, you know what? I'm going to save it until I get there. I'm going to save it until if you've played TimeSplitters 2, you know what's coming. So let's pick up the sniper rifle and the silenced pistol. There is... Okay. It's not perfect. A lot of the 2D stuff tends to overlap. Some of the subtitles get in front of the screen. But all the controls are there. Look. Boop. That sound effect's different. But again, not going to complain about that. Shoot that camera up. Oh, is he going to find his mate? Oh, it's that weird aiming system as well, which isn't quite what you think it is. Yeah, he can't find it. Oh no, what's happened? Boop! Ah ha ha! Alright, now there's going to be a homeboy down here, so he's going to get pistoled. Where's the... oh, it's a triangle, isn't it? Yep. You have to... You remember scrolling through weapons, kids? That's what we're doing here. Right, now there's a camera around here somewhere, isn't there? I need to get rid of it. It's back there, isn't it? Right. And also, the touchpad is start and select, just like on the PS2 ports to the PS4. It's all there. You've got that. You've got there, and you've got your mission briefing as well. It's all there. Now, if you press start, it's the Homefront menu. So it's still running. Homefront is still running underneath all this. Right, so we need to get in from the other side. Let's go around. Oh, is OBS munching the stream again? Oh, that's cool. Thanks. Right, I'm going to pop him. Right, and so the secondary option is to... get rid of this. I have to burn these files. Alright, let's go around. Oh. Come on. Where's he gone? She's gonna get one. Oh. No, 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 no. Shush, shush. God, the alarm's going off now. Alright. Where am I gonna go? Oh, well, first thing I'm gonna do, pop him. Oh, someone silenced the alarm. That's handy. Alright, let's get that sniper ammo. We're gonna need... Oh, God. Right. Just gonna hip fire at him. Come on. Come on. No. Oh, God. Yeah, reload. Oh, why am I aiming? I do not want to be aiming. Turn off the reticle. How do I turn off the reticle? Okay, that's always on. I knew it used to be. Alright, where's this guy? I know there's a guy there. Alright, we'll worry about him in a minute. Maybe he doesn't spawn yet. I've got to go get the mines. First thing I want to do, I could have turned off that camera. Oh, maybe I can't turn off the camera. Alright. Let's go upstairs. Oh, OBS is munching this stream. Wicked. Me banging on about how good this game is, and it's stuttering like hell over there. Alright, so I've opened... What have I done? I've started the thing. I've opened the door. So now I need to go and blow up the dish. Let's go down here. Alright, I've got the time mine. So now this guy's going to be shooting at me. Let's just peek. Yep. Oh! No. Oh, I'm terrible. There you go. Alright. Let's blow up these things here. There we go. Oh! There we go. Done. Right. Okay, here we go. Right, yeah, they're done, they're done, they're done. Okay, let's go down. All I want to basically do is get over to the other side. So let's go up here. And... oh yeah, you got to crouch under here. They've even like modernized the controls. To a certain extent. Hello. Still well generous auto aim. Oh, don't you dare. There you go. How did you not hear that? Oh, you did. There you go. Up we go, up we go, up we go. And we got to work our way across this compartment. Now, that's the lift I need after. I don't think I'm gonna finish this level. What I'm gonna do is just get to a certain point, i.e. oh my god, that's gone bad. Right, I need that gun. And also, grenades. Alright, turn on this, which again, you wouldn't know unless someone had told you. So, TimeSplitters 2. TimeSplitters 2 is one of the greatest games ever made. Fact. That's not even subjective. That's objectively true. If you were around when the PS2 was out, and you had a multi-tap, and you had 4 controllers, and you had 3 mates, TimeSplitters was one of the greatest things ever. Because, goddamn, it revolutionised... well, I mean, yeah, fair enough. There's Halo, and there's... GoldenEye, and there's all your other first-person multiplayer shooters, but damn, TimeSplitters is some fun. Alright, here we go. Let's go down. Bop, 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 bop. Mate. Oh! Forgot about him. Yeah, you can see the GoldenEye, you know, legacy poking out here. Oh, there's a sniper ammo and flak jacket. Flak jacket. Have I got one? Oh, my flak jacket's full. Okay, cool. Oh no, there's none of the door. So, where are we? Thank you, sweetheart. I'll have that. Alright, let's go. So yeah, the only difference I can see between this and the regular TimeSplitters 2 is this crosshair. This never used to be on the game. It just used to... I mean, it still auto-aims to death. But that's what makes it fun. Like, not having to aim is fun, believe it or not. Alright, so now I've just got to get through this section here. Oh, maybe I should have used a silenced gun. Maybe. Rifle. 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 There we go. Get rid of this goon up here. Pop! In the head. Alright, and then I think, seeing as I've got 4 grenades, might be grenade time. 5 grenades, it's definitely grenade time. Alright, you can... oh, I'm the best. I'm the best shot. Look at me. Oh, I'm shooting at a doorway. Well, I mean, that doorway's now, like, this doorway, totally dead. So, mission success, I guess. Right, and they're going to come shooting out of there. Pop, pop, pop. Boom. Hey, mate, have you seen this grenade? It goes like this. Ah. Oh, I'm running low on ammo. I'll just take yours. Right, come on now. What I need is down here. Okay. So this is the first, like, secret you get to. That male voice came out of that female god. So yeah, this is the first, like, east... oh, please stop the alarm. Thank you. Right, you all done? You're done. You're quite finished. Right. So, when you played TimeSplitters on the PS2, the GameCube, or the OG Xbox, this is the first mini sort of Easter egg you got to. Depending on what skill setting you were playing on, various N64 carts would appear. Oh, well, I just collected it. Would appear in the game. And I think it would appear on your inventory. There you go. So you've got Anaconda. Obviously not an N64 cart in any way. And that was it. You just pick it up and I was like, oh, that's cool. However, if you open up your map and press the use button, you have 3 minigames. The first is Snake, which Matt Phillips has ported the minigames to a minigame. Let's just discuss what's happening right now. I'm still in Homefront the Revolution. I'm playing TimeSplitters 2 inside Homefront the Revolution. Inside TimeSplitters 2, I'm playing their Snake ripoff on an N64 cart. Can you just for a second think about what's happening? Now, fair enough, this is an emulation, but if you were ever wondering if you could fit a minigame into a minigame, apparently you can. And not only can you, he put all 3 of them in here. Look! So, Retro Racer you would get on like level, I think like 6 or 7, and then Astrolander was like the last level, and you had to do it on different difficulty settings. So this I think was on all, this was on hard, and this was on like expert. And he's put all 3 of them in there. So you wouldn't have these unless you completed the game on like expert, all 3 of them at least. And they're all there. Matt Phillips, you absolute don. Look at this. And friends. I didn't catch the other names, but there was like 5 of you. It goes by really quick. So I'll have a quick look in a minute, and I'll try and shout all of you out. But goddamn, I remember playing TimeSplitters 2, finding these N64 carts, and just spending way more time than I needed to playing this. And this isn't even the best bit. Alright, so you can play these, and you can play them 1 to 4 player, and there are high score tables, which again they've ported over. So all of these have a high score table, which they've had to redo in TimeSplitters 2 in Homefront the Revolution. This one, however, the best. 3 difficulty settings. I'm just going to go medium. Astrolander. Alright. Oh. It's Lunar Lander. But a really good version of Lunar Lander because of the music. I don't know if this is Jesper Kid. It might be Jesper Kid. If not, it's someone who is clearly influenced by like late 80s, early 90s Euro like microcomputer music. Like you would find on the Amiga, the Atari ST, Commodore 64, like that kind of synth, like SID chip kind of sounds. Like this sounds very Atari ST. And it just gets better. Like, I put so much time into this minigame. Crash? How did I crash? Whoa, now. Matt and friends. Like, I'm bigging up your emulation here. Come on now. Or your port. Sorry, you're not your emulation, your port. Don't let me down now. You've gone... Who goes through this much effort? You know what I mean? Like, this had to be in the works. This had to be in the works. TimeSplitters 2 HD must have been on the slate at THQ at some point. Or they made it and showed it to THQ, and THQ went, nah, mate. Because this is way too much effort for Homefront the Revolution. A game that even on paper is not very good. Like, even before it was made, even in the concept stage, is still a bad idea. Because Homefront did not set the world on fire. Like, no one was asking for granted, no one was asking for Portal 2. And Portal 2 was great. But still, Homefront 2? Really? And you went to this much effort to put TimeSplitters 2, a game that a lot of people love, into Homefront 2? Like, no way. This had to be a proof of concept to show to THQ and say, come on, lads, let's do it. And THQ went, yeah, we're facing bankruptcy, so how about no? But, you know, A+, you know, thanks for trying and see you later. We're going to put out this sequel to a game that, you know, no one's really interested in. Anyway, so, yeah. I'm just going to play this. This is great. Like, great music, which I'm talking over. It's Lunar Lander. But again, it's a version of Lunar Lander in TimeSplitters 2 in Homefront. We're 3 layers deep already. Made by ex-N64 guys. So it's on N64 carts. Like, these were the guys that made GoldenEye and Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong and everything else. Like, how many layers do you need to go before enough's enough? So yeah, so I bought. Oh my! I'm gonna have to stop playing this. I'm gonna have to stop playing this. This is just too good. This is taking me back. This is literally what I was doing when TimeSplitters 2 was out. Oh, he says, and then decides that he had. So it wasn't in widescreen. I'll tell you that much. So you couldn't see half as much, and the clarity is way higher. Like, if you were playing this on a CRT back in, oh god, when did TimeSplitters 2 come out? 2003? 2002 maybe? Like, this would be bad. Oh, I've got no, game over. They ported over the Hall of Fame. Now, you can't put in your name, because your name would be attached to your save slot. Like, your memory card, save, like, so when you first play TimeSplitters 2, it's like, do you want to save on memory card in slot 1? You select yes, and it says, okay, what do you want to call it? That would be the name that appears here. But Cortez, Hart, Elijah, Harry Tipper, Ramona, Candy, Hank, Nikolai, Tony, and Sally are all characters in TimeSplitters 2. And they would be in the game as well, but then it would say, like, ThePorkWizard, where it says Harry Tipper 1. I don't know what the 1 in brackets is. But, yeah, so I'm going to leave that minigame and return to this minigame. Oh, no, no. Alright. Should I just get the TimeSplitters out of the way? Like, should I just finish this level? I mean, I've played it enough time. Like, here's the GoldenEye bathroom. Like, a little homage to GoldenEye there. Oh, God. Oh, look at that. Showed that Walu was boss. Can you still shoot the melons? Like, oh, my goodness. Who is setting off these alarms? Oh. Me. I'm setting off these alarms. Oh my goodness, right. Yep, we're going full auto. That's not full auto. That is. So yeah, the machine gun sound, not the same. Unless it's off the one of the versions that I own, but yet haven't played, you know. Pile of shame again. But look, I mean, can you shoot the melons? Yep, you can shoot the melons. It still makes the noise. I can't remember if you can... No, you can't. Yep. Yep. Melons, shot. Yep. Yep. Fire a grenade under there. Boom. Everything explodes. It is that game. It is TimeSplitters 2. It's why? Come on, lads. Why would you put it in this? Why would you not put this on the PSN store? Why would you not put this on the Xbox Live store? I get it, it's a proof of concept, and licensing's a nightmare, but it apparently was, you know, not such a nightmare. You couldn't put it in Homefront: The Revolution. Like, lads, come on. And I understand, like, Matt Phillips, you know, has been working on Tanglewood, and Tanglewood is absolutely worth your time. Like, if you ever get a chance, well, I say if you ever get a chance, get on Steam now and play it. Like, the thing's like 13 quid. Pick it up, play it on Steam. You get the Mega Drive. Oh, good lord. You get the Mega Drive ROM. Like, why would you not? I need to shoot that. Up here. Off gun. Oh. Yeah, the aiming's still kind of wonky. Love it. Oh, there's a whole section with the zombies as well. You know what? I was really gutted that this game cost me a £5. And oh yeah, I need the system disc. I was really gutted that this game cost me like 4 or 5 quid. And is as bad as it is. But just to go through this looking like it does, I'm not going to say it's worth it, but I'm still having a good time. Like, it's still TimeSplitters. Where's that flamethrower? I know it's in here somewhere. Did they put the flamethrower in? They probably put the flamethrower in. Here's another homage to Facility. This is just Facility all over again. Oh yeah, it's that button, isn't it? Yep. That's me, there. Turn that camera off. Okay. Do I have to turn it on in here? Yeah. There we go. Tactical 12 gauge. This is where the zombies come out. There are zombies here. Hello. And now the zombies come, and when their heads come off, they make a really satisfying noise. Or do they? Oh, well, that didn't get ported over. Probably because there's no, like, mini games. The TimeSplitters 2 mini games are like essentially challenges, are almost as fun as the game itself. Okay, where are we? Down we go, down we go, down we go. There's the time crystal. And then I have to blow up. Oh wait, how do I get that thing up? How do I get that thing up? I know there's a way. Oh, I use the disc, don't I? Yep. Look at me. Oh yeah, I played this game so much. Can't even remember the first level. Admittedly, it's been a while. Like, I think the last time I played it was the last time I streamed it, which was ages ago. That was to test my PS2 HDMI output. Right, there we go. Now the zombies come. There we go. One of these has got a flag. Oh god! In the chest, mate. Really? Really? Alright, flamethrower. Do not want to set myself on fire, but I'll do it anyway. Oh god. Well. Blow up your mates. Ah. Come on now, where's that flamethrower? Here we go. Fire still looks a bit weird, but I'm down with it. And their heads still pop off. That's cool. Alright. We're just going to toast these guys. Now I have to blow up the thing, but I think I've got rid of all my... trip mines. So, pop this guy's head off. And your head can come off. Let's just do what amounts to a boss fight, I think. Oh my god, so none of them worked. Alright. Let's just hit him with... Oh, I got 19. Yeah, I got loads. Alright, let's get that flamethrower. 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 Here we go. Now the TimeSplitters are going to turn up soon. I have to get out of here. Yep, let him deal with that. Nah, mate, I'm off. See you later. Then there's a flamethrower guy up here. Yep, there's the zombie. Where's the... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. That's not flamethrower man. Where's flamethrower man? Oh, goodness me, I'm on fire. Well, might as well set these guys on fire while I'm at it. You can be set on fire. You can be set on fire. You get fire. You get fire. If I'm on fire, you are, mate. I need to be put out. Any chance one of you could put me out? I'm burning here. I'm outside. I'm in the snow. Put me out. Please put my fire out. Am I still on fire? Yes. Can I please not be on fire anymore? Any chance I could not be on fire? Any chance? Any chance? Just, I don't want to be on fire. I'm going to be on fire in this lift. Yep, don't worry. No, I'm good. Just flaming man walking. It's like that Wax song. What was that? What was the name of that song? With a music video, just like a man walking on fire. Right, yep. Gonna just, no, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just man on fire. Denzel stood right here. Yep, don't worry. Man on fire, man on fire. I can't remember how I put myself out. I know there are fire extinguishers about. I'll be damned if I remember where one is. Is it going to let me shoot the... Get out. Right, yeah, I'm just going to blow this guy up. Game over. Well, I mean, yeah, TimeSplitters 2. Don't be set on fire. That's all I have to say about that. Don't be set on fire. Let's go back. Let's go back. Oh man, OBS is munching this. So yeah, you got two levels. You got Siberia, and you've got Chicago. Chicago's fully there as well. It's got all the voiceover stuff. It's got the car that comes out. It's got the beginning bit where you have to help you have to go to Marco and then do all of that, and then it's got the bit at the end. It's got dual wielding Tommy guns. Like, it's there. The only thing I wish they'd have added, and I get that maybe they were doing them in order, so they just did level 1 and level 2. I wish they had done that Wild West one with Elijah. That is my favourite level in TimeSplitters 2. I absolutely love that level, where you have to go and save whatever her name is, like Molly or something, from the jail by blowing it up, and you have to draw the line of TNT. Oh my god, that game's so good. That game is so good. It gets a bit, rubbish towards the end. The Robot Factory's garbage. Planet X is okay. But yeah, the first level, the second level, Notre Dame, and the Wild West level are just super. And the Aztec level, not brilliant because it's got that weird totem pole puzzle in the middle, which is awful. But absolutely brilliant game. Like, go out and play TimeSplitters. 3 might be good. I've never played it, which is apparently heresy. But I played 1 and 2. Like I say, 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. And if you don't own a PS2 or a GameCube or an OG Xbox, you could always buy Homefront: The Revolution. Homefront: The Revolution. Homefront: The Revolution. I can't recommend this game even for a $5. The one thing I will say, right? If you can convince someone to play Homefront: The Revolution for you, or maybe transfer a save, you know what I mean? If they've already reached that part and activated that machine, you don't have to play this game. You can just launch it from the main menu, but only after you've reached that point in the game and activated it in the game. Which is annoying, because if it was available from the off, the world would be a better place. So yeah, down here where it says extras, you got credits and TimeSplitters 2. Which, again, it shouldn't say TimeSplitters 2, it should say TimeSplitters 2 demo, or proof of concept or something. Let's shout out them really quickly. Oliver Fallows, Charlie Cole, Mark Tully, Jim... Oh, see? It's so fast! Alright, let's try that one again. Where did I get? Where did I get? Where did I get? Okay, we're just gonna. Oh, great, credits. Mark Tully, Jim Bamford, Oliver Farrows, and my man Matt Phillips, maker of Tanglewood. Thanks for that, lads. I mean, again, bit of a tease, but goddamn, TimeSplitters in 1080p. Even with like the super low res, this stuff, like the super low res menu stuff, and the fact that it's like kind of stretched to, or maybe even like, you know, cropped to, like, what was it, like, what do they call it, like a pan and scan, like it's like zoomed in and then stretched to 16:9, however they did it, like, as a proof of concept, like, real nice, ported with love. Like, I get it, I understand that you liked this game as much as, you know, the rest of us. The fact that you put all 3 mini games into it is more than I would have expected from this. But yeah, like, if there's a way, if this is an emulator, like if this is running in an emulator, which I'm not saying it is, but if it is, and there's a way of getting the entire game to run in 1080p on Xbox One and the PS4, that would be great. That would be a nightmare, licensing wise, but I mean, that would be real good. That would be real nice, considering that the first 2 levels are here. Just saying, if there's a way, that would be real good. Let's get that. The fact that the 3 mini games are in it just really does make my day. So yeah, I'm gonna wax lyrical about TimeSplitters 2 and boot up the PS2 version, I think, and play that. Because, oh my god, I'm looking at my stream and it's abysmal. Look at the choppy frame rate. Oh my god, it's nice and smooth on my screen. Never mind. Alright, see you later. Peace.